Greetings YouTube, this is the Latest in Robots review of the NECA Ninja Turtles set Leonardo and Shredder. I was going to do the unboxing, but with the amount of tape and straps and everything was holding them in, it would have been about half an hour. We'll have fast forward the whole thing and that'll be a boring video. But these came out not too long ago in Canada. They've been out for a while in the States, Target exclusive, EB in Canada. Not sure about the rest of the world, but I know NECA has been working on deals around the world for distribution. But, you know, they're decent figures. I've got some complaints about it, but I'll get to those in a bit. But, let's see. Accessories. I have a good mind. I'll have a close-up shot of all these. Let's get the accessories over and done with. Here it comes with 4 different hands. Sword hand, one for left and right. Open hands, left and right, and then his fists, which are currently on him. The spikes are rubber, so this one's kind of warped, but you know, give them heat, twist it, so you go back in normal way. Fabric cape is nice weight to it, and the overall sculpt for Orokosaki's Shredder is actually really good. Shredder also comes with the communicator with Krang, and when I start going for the cons, I'll get back to this. And this piece, which I'm going to assume is a piece of Technodrome or Dimension X gadget. I don't actually know what this is from. I've watched tons of Ninja Turtles, but still don't recognize it. So that's Shredder's accessories. Oh, and also his sword, which he didn't use too often in the show, but still nice packing. And then Leonardo comes with his sword holding hands he's currently got on. Where'd the other one go? There it is. And 2 open hands. Really not much you can do with these ones. Posing options, I guess. And these ones just have a hinge here. And these ones actually have a hinge going the other way. There's no ball joint or anything, it's just a swivel in that. But that's actually a quite nice little hinge if for an option if instead of being a ball joint. It also comes with 2 katana, which I think are a little wide. Another con I'll get to in a bit. And his shell cell, terminal communicator, with no hands to hold it, really. Can you hold that in these hands? Not really. Those hands are pretty hard plastic. And with the open hands, it'll only be like he's passing to somebody. Let's go for Articulation Shredder first. So, ball jointed head. He's got hinge and a swivel at the shoulder. And he's got a swivel at the bicep. Double jointed elbows. No swivel at the wrist there, but at the forearm. But he's got a swivel at the wrist, and he's got the hinge at the wrist. No ab crunch. He's got a swivel at the waist, hips. He can do the splits. He's a ninja. He's got a very tight swivel at the hip as well. Double joint knees. If I remember correctly, one's a little loose. Yeah, the left one's a little loose. Not the end of the world. And he's got a swivel. It's actually a ball joint. Yeah, it's actually a ball joint at the ankle. And then he's got toe cut. A little bit of a rocker, not too much. Not bad. Decent for a good price figure. Because these were, I think they were $60 for both the 2-pack here in Canada. I can't remember what the prices were down in the US. Leonardo's articulation though, a little disappointing. So nothing there at the bandana. He's got basically a ball joint the neck, ball joint the head. He's got the same hinge and rotation at the shoulder, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow. That's disappointing. And then he's got wrist and it's like a little bit of a rocker hinge at the wrist there. Nothing in the waist. Ninja Turtle. They rarely have articulation at the waist, if ever. And you know he can do the splits as well. He's got a rotation. It's quite tight at the hip as well. He's got double joint knees, which is, you know, that's good. Not much range though. No knee articulation or swivel. He's got rotation at the ankle and very, very tight pivot and not much of a rocker at all. So between the two, Shredder's by far the better figure, especially when you compare this guy to other options that were available a few years ago. Put Shredder over here. And then we got the Bandai HS Figure Arts Leonardo. It's a bit of an older figure. They were quite pricey when they came out. I luckily got mine on a good deal. You know, articulation of this guy is superb. He's got tons of articulation, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. Pretty much same range, but he's got so much more possibilities. Toe cuts, die cast feet, so stand them is extremely easy. Get a balance, like he's not even fully on his left foot or his right foot, and he's still standing perfectly. Another thing about this figure, his swords are a lot thinner than this one. Which gets to another point about this Leonardo. I'm not sure it's just mine. They're rubber, they'll stretch, but yeah, you're having a hard time putting those in, especially when I put the second one in. Yeah, you pretty much have to hit, do the usual, and then getting it back out, a pain in the ass. There we go. But you know, for the price point, I don't even know how much these Ninja Turtles cost anymore with the Bandai ones. I got mine, I think it was $35 on clearance because I don't know why they weren't moving, but they originally came out around $60 to $80 a piece, where these were $60 for both, for Shredder and Leonardo, and Bandai never finished making their set. So you gotta take that point too. Swap at the hands, just your typical peg, and just plug that one in. Still don't know how I'm gonna do these hands. They can't even face palm. Well, kinda. But you know, this is the classic Ninja Turtles line. Then of course there's the Rebel Tech Ninja Turtles, which is superb articulation, but it's a 2012 cartoon. I think that's the year it was. But it's a style that you may or may not like. The good thing is though, if you do have this Ninja Turtle and you want the accessories from Leonardo, you can kind of hold the shell cell. I tried with the other slightly open hand. These fingers are a little rubbier, so you can stretch it and open it, but from what I remember in the cartoon, they always kind of hold it where they're kind of just holding the back of it, so that works a little better. And you know, it does hold it pretty well. The main reason I got this set was for the Shredder. I was not expecting it to be this dark though. But NECA are releasing another set. Leonardo and Donatello come in a 2-pack, and Raphael and Michelangelo come in a 2-pack with the lighter green. And I just saw today that they are going to be making the Krang Android body. I'll get to the Krang in next week's video. There was a problem with the Shredder though. Getting to hold his communicator, I still have to figure it out. Like, there's this hand, they kind of hold it that way, but yeah, there's no real hand to hold them, and good luck getting a hand to hold this. It's like they've just packed an accessory that they don't know how to do with. Like, oh, these go for Legion. Other than that, though, they are good figures. Good for display. Good decent posability. Great posability in the Shredder. Decent in the Leonardo. And, you know, it's the only company that's making good Ninja Turtle figures. Playmates aren't doing it, so NECA stepped up. Especially for the vintage line. Playmates are only really focusing on the... whatever that new cartoon's called. I didn't really care for it. So I never really paid attention to it. But yeah, thanks for checking this out. I've got another video coming next week for the Donatello, and see how that one looks. Guarantee the Ninja Turtles pretty much the exact same. It's going to be mainly the Krang recovering. So have a good one. I'll see you again later.